Yeah, thank you so much for people who are joining me today. So basically, as promised, all right. So what I'm gonna do is for these 3 days, I am going to come in live, and then to share with you guys, the three reasons why you are not moving, uh, forward in your business. So, all right, cool. Right. So I'm having like two platform here. One is on my Facebook profile, and another one which is on my private private group. Okay. So either one, you guys can just say hi. So I'll be like uh, be looking at both platform and see how I can do this. All right, this can be quite challenging. Anyway, yep. So here I am today. So please let me know where are you guys from, and let me know why you are here today together with me. Why at this time? So why this matters so much to me? I would love to know more about yourself, how you guys are doing, and how you are planning in terms of your business, how you wanted to move forward. Let's start. So as promised, what I am going to do is I'm going to come in live for 3 consecutive days, roughly for about 30 minutes, and where I am going to share with you guys. Because the reason, okay, so I'm telling you guys the reason why I'm coming this live is because I've been approached by a number of business owners, and entrepreneurs as well. They came to me, they share about their experience, and also definitely in terms of their frustrations and so on. And they kind of like feeling stuck. They have no idea how to move on. So from that conversation, I thought like I should jump live and then just share with you guys, because that conversation really reminds me where I was before, and how like I can move forward in terms of wanting to achieve my dream business. And how many of you guys have your dream business? Hi Ida, how are you? Salam kenalan as well. Great, thank God. Now I can see the comment. Thank you so much, Ida. Yeah, you want to focus on your business. So how about the rest as well? Ida, you can tag your friends as well, and Patty as well. You can tag your friends, and then let's have this conversation. Let's have this 30 minutes conversation, and I wanted to see as well, in terms of where your gap is, what you need, in terms of my help or my support. So this is the best time we can chat together. So I'm here, guys. Utilize this platform, and have this conversation together, and I'm happy to help all of you guys today. All right. So Ida, tell me more about your business. What are you doing? So are you already started your business? How about you, Patty? I know you were there. Are you still there, Patty? So how are you guys? How are you doing also, Patty? So the topic for today's session is about the three reasons why you are not moving forward in your business. So how many of you guys still having that experience or having that feeling, you feel like you are in the, running on a hamster wheel, like you don't feel like you're moving forward, and in fact you feel that you have putting so much effort, you have put as much effort as you could, you put all in whatever that you can, and still you feel very frustrated in terms of not getting the right result. So at the end of the day, you might feel a bit demotivated, and some of you guys might feel like, like, why I'm doing all this. Do you have that question in your mind sometimes, like that self-doubt, questioning yourself whether should I quit, should I just continue with it? So let me know, share with me, guys. So this is the best platform where we can share together, and how I would be able to help you. So as I mentioned, the reason why I'm coming live today is because because of the conversation that I had, and I would love to help, all the people that really wanting, to get some kind of like a guidelines, tips, or even strategies on how to move forward. I do not want every one of you guys to, like, uh decided to quit. So please do not quit yet, because I know the journey as an entrepreneur is not easy. Because one of the person, she tagged me on my Facebook page saying that, well, like entrepreneurship journey is just too hard. It's too difficult, like it's a winding road journey, and sometimes I feel lonely as well. Have you actually have this in mind, been saying to yourself? Come on, guys. So you guys need to interact with me. That will be awesome, because I really, really need to see. And yeah, because I wouldn't be able to hear you because most of the time I do Zoom sessions, so only once in a while I do live. However, I would love to connect with every single one of you guys. All right. So anyway, that is one thing, the reason why. Okay, because of all this conversation that really struck me, thinking that hey, I should be here and then just to support you guys, probably in terms of how to move forward. If you feel stuck, you feel like you're going to give up, so please don't give up too soon. All right, so number two is where I can see that so many people out there, you started to invest, in a lot of programs, you're joining a lot of training session here and there. I totally understand. I do that as well. However, I can see a few people, they invested so much money, getting knowledge and everything. However, they are not getting the result. So this is another thing that I want everyone to ponder, and how I can actually help everyone here today. Um, how you are supposed, to invest in a way that it can bring um, back the investment to you. Okay, I'm a nutritionist and a personal trainer, have my own nutrition clinic, just in the practice to 100% virtual practice, Zoom live workout, struggle to find online clients. Oh, Ida, thank you so much, Ida, for sharing that. I can resonate 100% with you, Ida. Thank you so much for sharing. So so for today's session, definitely I will help you guys to see more in a bigger scope, in a bigger perspective first, okay, Ida? And definitely later I will explain to you in terms of my program how I can actually support you. Like, yes, you are so right, because to get clients online, you really need to have like a different strategy, because I specialize in marketing, so doing marketing offline and online is very, very different. So it needs like different approach, different strategy. And of course you understand, right, because of the technology and it's going global, the competition is very, very stiff. So we got to really need to understand the specific strategy and move to make sure that we got the right client, then target them and get them to become your client. Hi, Mazna, how are you? How's Budapest? Is it very cold there? Oh my God, Mazna, Melbourne, damn hot, super hot. It's very hot. So I just on my aircon. I couldn't breathe. It's just like I feel suffocated already. It's just too hot. Hi, Bushra, how are you? Thank you so much, Bushra, for being here. So you got can say hi, and also please ask question, okay? So that is number two, where I can see that people are investing with so many programs, but at the end of the day, they are not getting the result. Because the most important thing is not just gaining all knowledge and so on. I wanted to help you guys more in terms of getting the transformational result. That's super, super important, especially we as a business owner. Of course, we as a business owner, we are not just going to all this program and then just to learn. Yeah, it's good to be a student, it's good to gain that knowledge, but what would be the next step? Of course, you want to get the result. What's the point of you running a business, but at the end of the day, you are not getting clients, you're not making money, so what's the point? So I always tell this to some of my clients, like, if you run a business, it's not for a hobby, it's a business, like, it's very important. Yeah, you can actually support all your clients, but at the end of the day, you need to learn how to support yourself first. It's very important. So sustainability must start with you first, because if you can't sustain yourself, how can you sustain and help your clients as well? Do you guys agree? Please share with me what are your thoughts and so on. So number three is where I'm just wanting you guys to reflect and start thinking about, like, looking at, you know, overall, and see how some people are being very successful in business, why some people are not that successful in business. Just be curious with it. I'm not saying here that we should be like judging others, but just be curious with it. Like, we are learning here. We are learning from people who are successful. We are also learning from people who can't make money in their business. So what's going on? All right. So guys, ask me any question if you have any question. So there are three reasons why. This is based on my experience. So I've been running my coaching business for about almost 4 years now. Oh my God, pat my back. In a way that why I'm patting my back is because, yeah, of course, it's a very challenging journey. It's not a straightforward kind of process. You got to go through ups and downs, just like a roller coaster ride. And I bet people who are now running a business, who are as an entrepreneur, I just want to congratulate every single one of you guys, is because it's not an easy journey. You are going to stumble all the time. You are going to face all those challenges all the time. So the reason again why I'm coming live here today is to support you, to make you be aware first. The three reason I think, based on, like throughout my journey, and also, me networking with other entrepreneurs, looking at how successful they are, I learn a lot from them as well. So I just want to share with you guys, um why, just to make you guys more aware. Even for myself, it's more like a reflection. Okay, it's the reflection to everyone today. Like, three reasons here I wanted to share with you guys why we are not moving forward in our business. You just go around in a circle. How many of you guys feel that once in a while? Do you have that feelings once in a while? Let me know. Are you guys staring at me? Or are you guys still reflecting? Is that actually in your mind? You feel like you are just moving around round in a circle, not getting or not achieving your targeted goal. you know on the early year, normally we will be like very, very, I would say, excited, coming out with our goals. This is what I'm going to set our goals. I'm going to set my goals. This is what I'm going to achieve, and so on. So at the end of the day, you started to think again. It's like, oh my gosh, can I do this, or why I'm not achieving it? So those are the question. Yes, you do, yeah, Mazda. Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty common. So today, I just want to simplify things. The reason why we can't move forward is these three main reasons. I've been observing, I've been doing a lot of reflecting on myself, and I've been observing, people, or even my friends who are actually in the same journey. Why some people are going very fast, why some people are getting amazing result, but why some people are not getting the result. Three reasons. Okay, let me share with you. Do you guys want to know what are those three reasons? Let me know. Yes, yes, yes. Can I get more thumbs up and yeses? Three main reason. If you are very serious, how many of you guys are very serious that you really want to excel in your business? And I can see these are the three reasons why many people kind of like stuff up in their business, or they can't move forward whatsoever. All right. Reason number one. Reason number one is decision making, guys. Decision making. This is where I can see so many people out there when it comes to making a decision. I understand it's tough. How many of you guys feel it's just too hard to make a decision? Let me know. Yeah. Awesome, Mazda. You want to know that, yeah, Mazda? So number one, because you work in a team, yeah, Mazda? And I know it's very, very hard to make a decision. When I mentioned about making a decision here is the difference between people who are successful in business and not that successful is because they are not just making a decision, but they're making a super fast decision. So in business, if you want to go far, it's all about opportunity. So if you're not making that decision quick and fast, you're done. You're gone. Your competitors will be out there running. So you just imagine you are actually running together with all your competitors out there. But the moment when you have all this doubt, and then you kind of like delay in terms of making a decision, you're done. Because they are actually upgrading all their skills and knowledge and everything, and they're kind of like moving super fast, going forward, forward, forward. And here you are still like, am I going to front? Am I going to the back? Am I going to the left, to the right? Like still thinking and juggling about your decision making. So that is one. Yeah, there's many factors to make a decision. That's correct, Mazna. So I would love to, like unpack a bit more in terms of, making a decision. So it's more about awareness level, because I can still see some people out there, they can make a decision. However, sometimes they either make a very, very slow decision, or they do not want to make a decision at all. Which one is better, to make a decision or not making a decision at all? But we're going to unpack this together very soon. Okay, that is number one. Making a decision as an entrepreneur is very important, guys. Even though you as a solopreneur, Practice from now to have that muscles within you, to have that courage in terms of making a decision. It's very, very important. Why I'm sharing this is because I already have 4 team members to work together with me. Now I started to realize, like I'm no longer as a solopreneur, I'm a leader. So as a leader, every single day I have to make a decision. If I'm not making any decision, what would happen to all my team members? What do you guys think? So you just imagine yourself, you have all these 20 and 30 people working together with you, and you are actually leading all this team, and you're not making a decision. What will happen? What will happen to your team? What will happen to your business? Yeah? So that is number one, making a decision. I will unpack that later more. All right. Number two, who wants to guess? What is number two? Reason why people are not able to move forward in their business. Share with me. Any thoughts? Number two reason, people doesn't like to think. People hate thinking. Thinking is a hard job. Do you agree? There's so many people out there doesn't want to think. And sometimes they are willing to hire other people to do the thinking for them. Because I remember there's a one situation where I was not well, like I was like talking to my doctor, and yeah, I wasn't happy with myself during that time. I was under depressions and so on. Yeah. So the doctor shared with me, like, Yasmin, yeah, number one reason, or the most difficult thing, that this is what my doctor was saying to me, the most difficult thing that people just hate doing it is actually thinking. Thinking is a hard job. What do you guys think? Expand the comfort zone is uncomfortable, 100%, Bushra. So when we mentioned about feeling comfortable and pushing ourselves feeling uncomfortable, of course, that is also comes into the category of decision making as well. Do you guys agree? Yeah? Because every time you wanted to make a decision, it will be very, very uncomfortable. And number two, thinking here, doing the thinking, all this detailed thinking, and you got to think first before making a decision, is also very uncomfortable. And not many people are willing to do that. So for the thinking, I am going to unpack that tomorrow. So again, as I mentioned to you guys, so I'm going to run live session, 30 minutes each session, where I am going to unpack all these 3 factor or reason why people wouldn't be able to move forward in their business. So number one, we're going to unpack about decision making today. Number two is thinking. Hey, hi Soret, how are you? This remind me about taking action and responsibility. Thinking make us stress. Oh my gosh, Mazna, you are spot on. So that's the reason why sometimes when people do all this, a lot of thinkings and so on, they got so stressed out. What happened? They are finding all this, the comfort food to move away from that stress mechanism because of doing a lot of thinking. Yeah, I totally agree with you. So that is number two. Why it's very hard for you to move forward is because many people hate to do all this thinking. All right. So number two, how is that going with you guys? Are you guys all good? Or do you guys have any question? Just let me know. Okay. So number two is thinking. Number three, yes, of course, everybody know this, is about taking action. However, I wanted to add another thing about taking action. Yeah, definitely. Some of you guys already taking action. Bravo, congratulations to every single one of you guys. However, based on my experience again, taking action only is not enough. In order for you, to leverage your business, to make a success in your business, is not just taking action. You must take action with the right knowledge and system. There's no point of you taking action but you don't have that specific knowledge and you don't have specific system. So you might end up feeling very, very exhausted, keep on doing the wrong thing over and over again, because either you don't have that foundation. For instance, like you have no idea how to market your business, But then someone told you, right, I just got to take action, I just read this book, or I heard someone was saying that, you just like, boom, just go for it. Yeah, that is good. That would be the first step. But it will be much better if you already have that foundation and knowledge, and also the system that you already put in place. Because the moment when you have that knowledge and system, it becomes a strategy for you. So when you take action and you found out there's an error, things are not working as what you planned, at least you can go back and look again in terms of the steps. Am I doing the wrong steps, or is it the first step is where I need to tweak? So at least you can go back and check and tweak and improve it. And in order to check and improve, looking at every step, you got to have the knowledge. If you're not having that knowledge, it's very hard for you to move forward. That is why many people are still moving in a circle, going around and around and around and around. So you got to ask this question to yourself. All right? Taking the right action, learn from mistake. Awesome, Asna. Learn from the mistake. Okay, so if you can learn from someone, like from someone who already done those mistakes, much better. You reduce the cost, because in business, every single thing that you do is all based on cost. Even your decision making is still a cost. So these are the three things. Can I just get everyone here to write down again, what are the three reasons why many people are not being able to move forward in their business? Can I just get you guys to put in again all the three main points, the reason why people is unable to move forward? Thank you guys for being here. That's awesome. It's lovely to see everyone again today. So I'm gonna see you guys again tomorrow, so at the same time, and we're gonna talk about the thinking strategy. Hey Nora, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, it's so cool to see everyone here again. So I'm doing all this, like live. It's just that the dashboard is kind of like different, so I feel a bit uncomfortable. But as what Bushra was saying, whatever it is, just face that challenge. Feel that discomfort. So this is what I would love every single one of you guys to start challenging yourself. Don't go something big and huge that will really scare you off. Do something that you feel that, right, I can handle this. I will go one small step at a time. Will that be okay? Not making a decision. Very good, Bushra. Number 2, thinking is hard. Awesome. What is number 3? Good. Just realize you have. Oh, did you? All right. No problem at all. That's fine, because it will be in my Facebook. I'll just leave this video in my Facebook. All right. Now let's go in terms of, the third one. Come on, guys. What is the third one? The third one is where you got to take action with knowledge and system. Okay, it's not just taking action. Full stop. It's not enough, because if not, you'll be like ramping, or bump into so many mistakes, and that will be very hard. Okay, so did you guys get it, the 3 things? Are you guys all right? All good? Number 1, make fast decision. All right. Number 2, thinking is hard. Yep. And number 3 is where taking action with system and knowledge. Now let's unpack a bit in terms of decision making. How many of you guys are afraid to make a decision? Let me know. How many of you guys? How many of you guys have all this self-doubt? Let me think about it. Have you had any experience where you wanted to purchase something, and then you've been like telling yourself, or you've been telling that salesperson, all right, let me think about it. Let me think about it. And the words that you are saying, let me think about it, what will happen with that? Will you still make a decision, or you are not going to make a decision at all? How many of you guys have experienced you wanted to make a decision, but at the end of the day, it's just too hard, and you will tell yourself, nah, not going to say anything, not going to do anything. Yeah. Thank you so much, Nora, for sharing. Yeah, for saying, yeah, me. I mean, like, for myself as well. I was in that journey before. Like I was afraid to make a decision, but why? It's just too scary to make a decision. Why? Yeah, you take too much time to decide. Yeah, Bushra. Yeah, and so many people out there. Same goes with me as well. Especially if something that can be too pricey, something to do with money, you got to invest in terms of money, and I guess in terms of time, people don't mind when it comes to time, but when it comes to money, of course, it's kind of like an investment, and you do not want to make the wrong decision, and you might end up like, oh my god, here gone my $10,000, gone $20,000. You don't want to do that. The older I get, it's hard to make a decision. Masna, thank you for sharing that. I totally resonate with you, and you too. Yeah, Suzila. Now let's unpack a bit in terms of decision making. So why is it hard, you guys, to make a decision? Why is it so hard? What does it involve? What is your experience? How is decision making relates to, you yourself wanting to either say yes or no, or not making a decision at all? What does it relate to? And what is it? One of it relates to risk. Do you agree? Making a decision is pretty risky. Why? Because from our past experience, correct? How many of you guys have experienced making a bad choice or bad decision in your life? And how many of you guys did make a good decision and you feel very happy with yourself? And how many of you guys agree that throughout your life you have experienced making a decision? Yeah, it involves responsibility, 100%. 100%. Masna? And we know that taking or involved in responsibility, taking responsibility, of course, it also involves risk. And you might be like thinking, what if? The word is, what if I make decision, I couldn't do it? Yeah. And it's risky. So now my question to you is, how many of you guys have experienced making a decision throughout your life? Every single one of you guys have experience and did make a decision, correct? Because if not, how come you can go this far? Who make a decision for you? Your dad, your mom, your cousins, your friends? Look at yourself 20 years ago and look at yourself now, where you are right now. Doesn't matter where you are right now. That process all involve decision making. Agree? Everyone agree with that? Yeah, as Mazan was saying, you're afraid to fall. You're afraid to make mistake and you fail again. And when you fail, when you fall, it's too painful. Yep. So now I just want you guys to have a look again in terms of reflecting on yourself. So far throughout your life, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you did make a decision. Yeah? It's a matter of sometimes we are not conscious in terms of making a decision. So now today I just want to help you guys a bit, in order for you to move forward. Because you have been involved in your business. It doesn't matter. Even though you are a startup, you already invested, your time, your money, your effort, your creativity. Come on, guys. After all those effort that you put in, this is not the right time, to give up and say like, I'm done. This is just too hard. Do you guys agree with me? Yeah? Because now it's a matter of you making a decision. So my doctor last time used to tell me, you have a choice. You can choose yes or no. That's it. So let's go back in terms of your choice in terms of decision making. Yes, it involves risk. And now I wanted you to have a look in terms of your business as well. What if you are not making any decision at all? What will happen to you? How do you feel? Have you had any experience? You wanted to invest in a business, or you wanted to go travel, or you wanted to continue study, and it's just like super hard for you to think about making a decision. At the end of the day, you'll be like thinking, nah, it's just too hard. I do not want to make any decision at all anymore. How do you feel when you're not making a decision at all? How do you feel? Do you feel happy for not making a decision? Or you feel something inside you was like, just not right. Something is just not right. Because you're not taking that one small step, the first step of making a decision. And I can guarantee, if you're not making any decision, I can guarantee you feel very bad with yourself. Because it will be like still circling in you. Why I'm not doing this? Why I'm not making this decision? You feel hopeless. Yeah, Rafida. Yeah. And you know that when you make a decision, you know definitely there's a consequences, right? Bad decision, bad consequences. Good decision, good result. At the end of the day, there's still a consequences or the result. Lost and frustrated. Exactly, Adeline. So I just want you to start weighing now in terms of you yourself wanting to make a decision. If I'm not making a decision, what will happen to you? What will that cost you? What will that benefit you? But once you make a decision, you know, how do you feel? So ask yourself. So this time, when you make a decision, bring that awareness level. Okay? So yes, totally understand when it comes to risk. Because guys, if you are, how many of you guys are very serious in your business? How many of you guys are really want to see that you excel in your business? Or it doesn't matter, whatever things that you want to do. You want to excel, right? Yep. And you know that anything to be successful, you got to go through and take all those risks in order to achieve, because you wouldn't be able to see what the results there until you make that specific decision. Do you guys agree? Share with me, guys. What are your thoughts? Oops. What are your thoughts about this? Because I just want to share with you based on my experience as an entrepreneur. Yep. Because now I can see how the game is. The more risk that you take, the more reward that you're gonna get. That's the whole idea. If you play small, you get a very small result. If you play big, you're willing to make big decision, tough decision, it's a high risk decision, you know the reward will be like, whoo, huge. I want to be successful. Yeah, Suzila. Same here. Everyone else on this planet would love to do that. So I'm here today, Suzila, and the rest also. I just want to support you guys because I went through this journey together, just like you guys as well. So how did I actually move forward? You know, yes, I went through a lot of hiccups, hurdles, challenges. You know, I've been slapped here, I've been slapped there, I fall so many times, get up, fall again, get up. I understand it's not easy. But one thing that I've learned from myself, from my journey, is because I started to learn how to make a decision without getting approval from someone. Meaning that I make a decision because this matters so much to me. I don't need to get approval from someone else. I don't need approval from my parents, from my kids, from my husband. It's just that I would love to get their opinion. But at the end of the day, the decision making come from me. How is that sitting with you guys? Sometimes the fear of making a bad decision blocks you or making a decision. 100% Adeline. Everyone, every single one on this planet, Adeline, have that fear, including myself. Because our thinking will always keep on reminding us, you know, like, what if? What if that won't work? What if I fail? What if I lost, you know, this amount of money, those kind of things? Oh, I have more questionnaires. So we have to make decision and manage the outcome. Oh, thank you so much, Syed. You are the champion. I'm learning based on my experience. Yes, Nora, agree. So Suzila, you want to move forward. The first thing is to make that decision is very, very important. And that decision, making a decision, doesn't come from anyone else except you. So you got to be more aware in terms of how, that you are going to tackle in a way that to reduce that fear and say like, yes, I am going to do this. I love the concept shared by Richard Branson. He said, say yes and work out how. So that is where my journey began when it comes to, like wanting to grow my business. So I give you guys one tips, how you can make decision, because I know that for you to move forward in your business, yeah, Suzila and the rest as well, it's not just making a decision. For you to be successful in business, you got to make a fast decision. You can't delay, because the moment when you delay, the self-doubt start to kick in, and then it will tell you, nah, you're not going to do this, nah, you're not good enough, no, I don't think so, this is a bad decision, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So how I can help you further? So do you guys want to know the specific strategy? Because I've got to go, I have to send my daughter very very soon. So one of the strategy is to identify your goals. Okay guys, so do you guys have goals? Do you guys have specific goals? So if you work together with me, some of my clients, they already understand, like I help all my clients to set up the goals. And also we have like like every quarterly goals, so that goals must be measurable. All right, so I do not want to make things very complicated. I just want every single one of you guys who are actually listening to my video today is just to write down one simple goal. Like by end, do it quarterly basis. So by end, the first quarter is January to March, right? So by end of March, what would you like to achieve? Write it down somewhere, put it somewhere, write it big, on a piece of paper, and then just post it on the wall so that you can see that the specific goals that you want to achieve, by end of March. So every time when you wanted to make a decision, make sure that whatever decision that you want to make is looking back towards your specific goals. If your decision is moving towards your goal, yes, that will help you, to clarify and help you further in terms of making a decision. However, if your decision is moving away from your goal, so that's why again you still have to make a decision. Decision means like yes or no. So I'm giving you guys an example. Let's say for instance, like, all right, my goal is, for instance, I wanted to achieve $10,000 per month, like sustainable income. Then I received an invitation, for instance, like speaking gig. People wanted me to, speak, and then one of the organizations say, hey, Dr. Raja Yasmin, can you be our guest speaker, for about 3 hours? Unfortunately, we don't have the budget. Is it possible? How, by looking at, my where I am today, and also how I can support the organization. Of course, I wanted to support the organization. However, my time is very, very important as well. It's super important. So as an entrepreneur, you want to achieve that $10,000 per month, correct? So if you keep on giving some free stuff for 3 hours, for 4 hours, is it possible for you to achieve that $10,000 per month? Do you know what I mean? Can you see that? So probably you can negotiate with the organization and say like, look, I can do about 20 minutes a free speaking gig with your, with your company, with your organization, with your audience, whatsoever. However, the rest, this is the amount that I normally charge, when I do speaking gig. How is that sitting with you guys? Is thinking too much becomes the problem? Of course, thinking too much is what we call as overthinking. So this is where I train and I help my client how to declutter. Remember Mazna, Nora, Patty? Yeah, we talk about how to declutter your thinking, because it's very hard for you to make a decision when your mind here is too cluttering. You think too much, so it become very foggy and fuzzy. So you just imagine yourself, yes, when you are driving and the environment is just too foggy. How can you drive in that situation? And it's very, very dark, it's very foggy, you wouldn't be able to see, the route where you are going and so on. How can you drive during that time? So same goes when it comes to, running a business as well. So I just would love to help you guys today, to start thinking about, like just reflecting on yourself, where you are right now. Am I still doing a very take a very long time, like in terms of making a decision. So how should I do it? So as I'm giving you guys an example just now, like look at in terms of your specific goals. And then if your decision making is bringing you towards that specific goal, so meaning it helps you further to make a decision. So decision is still yes and no. There's no such things as maybe. There's no such things as maybe. Yes, go for it. Okay? So another thing where I just want to highlight a bit more in terms of decision making, yep. Make a decision fast, but change it slowly. Don't change it fast as well. So many people make a decision quick, but they change. They make a decision slow, very, very slow, but they change. Then after that, they keep on changing very, very quickly. So I'm giving you an example. Many of the people out there, when they run a business or they start a business, wow, like it might take a while for them, doing a bit of research here and there, and they will saying like, yes, I'm gonna start a business. So which is pretty good. They collect some resources, they come up with the products and so on. Then after that, when they start running their business, marketing their business, and then all of a sudden they are not getting the result they wanted. And that happened just for about 1 month or 2 months. And I can see so many people quit very, very fast. So this is what I'm saying, like they make a decision slow, but they change it very, very quickly, because they thought like, nah, this is not a good business. I think I select the wrong business. I think like I shouldn't sell lipsticks. Maybe I should sell clothes. Maybe I should sell socks. Like they jump to one decision to another very quickly after that one main decision that they already made. So is that making sense to you guys? So what I'm trying to say here is that when you make a decision, stick to it, and then get more knowledge and find people who are expert within the industry to help you, to support you, to move further. All right. So I think this is enough for today, because I am going to jump on live again tomorrow. So I just want to share with you guys also that I will be running a group coaching session. So for business women, right? So sorry guys, not for men at the moment. So probably in the future. So it's all only for business women. So if you're just started your business, or you're already running your business for quite a number of years, so this is the best platform for you to join me and the rest of other women, where I am going to help you guys, to come up with all the strategies, the one that I've been sharing with you guys. All right, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for being here, and I see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Take care. Bye.